YouTube do. Alright, so first disclaimer. I need to let you guys know that my alarm has been fucking up for the past 3 uploads of my series of Nonz. So yeah, this today will be a sponsor. But this will also be me explaining the main thing of how Nonz got to be. What was the origins of Nonz? I'm not talking about the main cast. I'm talking about I am here to break down the prelogue of Nonz. But let's just say for now that this is a story that started it all. Alright? So without further ado, this is the story of Nonz before Goodbye Mudioto. Okay, so let's pull out this. Okay, so why? How did these guys attain the chakra? The nin, the ki. So what is ki in my comic book? If you guys kept up with what the energy source is in my comic book, it is called hyphy juice. So hyphy juice is literally the source of spiritual powers that was cursed. Now, how did hyphy juice come along? Why was hyphy juice a thing? Well, it's quite simple. Okay, so Madia was the elder god. Madia destroyed the earth with the hyphy juice, and it gave birth to demons and humans and all sorts of creatures. And why did he curse the earth? Because they were fucking up. They were using global warming and technology. See, gave the earth spiritual powers, and they made the demons and creatures okay, destroy each other like no other. And it started a spiritual war. The war ended in an apocalypse. Now, see, but stolen hyphy juice, like I said, because it was nothing natural. And Kazik, that's a hero, if you've been keeping up, is a great supporter of Madia's philosophy and ideology, because Kazik is a nature boy and he can control anything natural as far as it doesn't damage himself or their environment. Okay, so let's move on. So once the war happened, the apocalypse, there was down to no more than 10 members of the human race on Earth. Besides the chimeras and shit like that, but we bred more humans, of course, and we were able to form more humans, of course. Okay, so anyway, it came down to the only person who knew how to control hyphy juice, the only person who knew how to manipulate hyphy juice and use it for the greater good, was the elder god Tupacalis. So Tupacalis was the elder god, and so he chose 2 people to be his successor, and that was Erouku Fordiyaka, who's based off E40. E40 and the elder god Mac Kai. Mac Dre. Okay, have you seen one girl? So Tupacalis passed away, but he sacrificed himself and gave all the spiritual matter, all the hyphy juice he could, and bestowed it upon Mac Kai and Erouku Fordiyaka. So he chose the successor of the new leader and to create the new world and the new structure of society to Mac Kai. So Mac Kai became the new president and ambassador. So Mac Kai built a city called Bayaki City, and he taught people how to use hyphy juice. And I want to let you guys know right now, so Mac Kai had a royal congress, and the royal congress helped him out. He helped with the war. Okay, so what is the royal congress made of? Okay, so in Nonz, you can create people. And let's not go too into detail, but he had a royal congress. And as time went on, more families started to breed and breed. Surprisingly, there was at least 5 men and 5 women that bred more and more and more and more. You see? So, without further ado, once Mac Kai had established schools, had established everything, somebody arose from the shadows and had to fuck everything up. And had to be a villain. You know what I'm saying? So, the guy who arose from the shadows, he was created of all evil hyphy juice. He was created from the creatures of hell. And his name is Kakumori. Kakumori. But also, let me get into it a little bit more. Kakumori had a henchman. Not a henchman, but someone who looked up to him. And here's the thing about that guy. His name is Delulu. Delulu was an instigator. His power is to control other people through instigation. He is the best instigator of all time. But before we go on to Delulu, before we go on to this and that, let me explain that Kakumori created an army of evil demon spirits. And he went to war with Matt Kai. So, the war finally ended with a showdown between Matt Kai and Kakumori. So, Matt Kai defeated Kakumori by sealing him in the almighty genie in the lamp. But in doing so, because he sealed him with the genie in the lamp, he lost his life in the process. So he passed down the role of ambassador to Erouku Fordiyaka. And so thereon, Erouku Fordiyaka made X-Bay Academy. And that is how Nonz came to be. And so Erouku Fordiyaka is the current president / ambassador / president of Bayaki City and X-Bay Academy. Okay, so Erouku Fordiyaka, yeah, that war started it all. Okay, so that's how he became to be. So Matt Kai entrusted his will within Erouku Fordiyaka. And from then on, Erouku Fordiyaka entrusted 5 minions. Not minions, my apologies, people. His 5 favorite people to bestow and who had potential to be a role of Congress. And the first person he chose was my dad in the comic book, Gabaya Murioto, the main character of the father of the main character, I should say. Because that's a fact. Okay, so it's Rogata Murioto. Kazik Dachihiro, the teacher of Nonz. Zofio Gamamochi, who I just explained out in my last video, who turned to the bad side, okay? And Madison. Madison is based off Mandy from Billy and Mandy. Okay? So this is getting a little bit heat right here. Okay, so, and the 5th member was no other than Mistaku Sensei. So those were the big 5 that were entrusted by Erouku Fordiyaka. Okay, so moving on. So what happened was Rogata Murioto was a gambler, and he never had too much time for his kids. So why does Erouku Fordiyaka trust Rogata? Because of his drive, his determination, and his love for fighting. You know, he needs them. You know, sometimes he disagrees with Rogata, but they're on the same path. He looks up and he still respects Erouku Fordiyaka, but Rogata is his own man. Okay, so Kazik Dachihiro and Mandy. So let me explain. Kazik Dachihiro, the sensei of Nonz, was the all-time lover of Madison. So Madison and Kazik Dachihiro were about to get married, and what happened was this: how Zofio became evil was he almost killed Madison, and he bred an internal conflict between Rogata Murioto and Kazik Dachihiro when they went on a mission to go kill him because he almost killed Maddie. And it ended up a good fight, but Zofio still got away by stealing his soul within a spider. Okay, so what happened was this. So Madison died and left Kazik Dachihiro in shambles. She left him like completely, utterly cursed. You know what I'm saying? Like, just not really depression, but he's still. I have respect for Kazik, even though I made the dude, because he's still calm, cool, and collect. He doesn't let that get to him too much. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, it is relevant to the plot once you see how the manga plays out. Okay, so anyway, Zofio, then, once he escaped, started doing his research from Erouku Fordiyaka, and that's how he came out with his own underworld freaking kingdom. He is a king of his own underworld kingdom. Okay, so let's move on. So, let's go into Rogata Murioto a little bit. How did he make his family? First off, he made good friends with Ninette. And Ninette is based off my mom in real life. So Ninette is an origami paper user, and her power is based off Conan from Naruto. She can use origami figures, and she uses them as weapons of mass destruction on some keto shit. But they're based off Conan's origami figures from Naruto. And the reason why I chose that is because my mom is an accountant in real life. So, Rogata was a gambler, and my mom was an accountant. So, you know, it kind of played out. So that's how they bred the Murioto family. But Rogata already had 2 kids prior to my mom. And those were Damo Murioto and Babylon Murioto. So they are half brothers of Gabaya Murioto, and they are big as fuck. They're based off my brothers who real life. Another thing that why I inspired Nonz to be such a good manga is because it's based off our real life struggles. Because my brothers, because if you know me, I'm kind of short in real life, but my brothers are 6'1" and 6'2", and they were football players, basketball players, wrestling players, you can fucking name it. You know what I'm saying? They got all the girls, they dress hella tight, you know what I'm saying? And my brother Jit Murioto is based off my real brother, full brother in real life, looked up to them. You know what I'm saying? So they did their own thing and they became rogue after a while. You know what I'm saying? So what happened is Ninette and Rogata made a family, and their firstborn son was Jit Murioto. So Jit Murioto was a very talented guy. If you go back to our first video of Nonz, of Gabaya Murioto, that is his brother. He doesn't hate his brother, but he doesn't like how his brother used to punk him because on the load. So Jit got all the girls. Jit was just he studied from Deimo Murioto and Babylon Murioto, and he was good at sports. Gabaya wasn't too into sports, but he did it for fun. He did everything for the sake of fun, and he loves his friends. He does everything for him, and so Jit just has a spiteful attitude for Gabaya from being so playful, from being so tight. He hates Gabaya. He literally hates that shit. Alright, so anyway, man. What happened was this. Since Jit had the better grades, since Jit did this and that, way better than Gabaya, they chose Gabaya to be the chosen one to lead on the family era. And so Jit saw excuse me? And so that's it. He got outraged and he ran away from the family and left Gabaya. And what happened was this. Rogata couldn't take care of Gabaya as it was. Ninette was a part of the second branch of the Congress. So what happened was this. On her spare time, she put Gabaya in Niccolo's gojo. So Niccolo is the guy. He had the orphanage that he stayed at part-time, that's how Gabaya met Kido. That's how Gabaya met Morihiro. They all met in this orphanage that was based off Sir Niccolo. Alright, so that is how Nonz came to be. I didn't want to spoil too much, but let's go a little bit more in depth with the ambassador, since I did start off with him and why he is one of the most powerful characters in my manga. Okay, so Erouku Fordiyaka is based off Hiruzen Sensei from Naruto. The third Hokage from Naruto is what Erouku Fordiyaka is based off of. His swagger, his calm, cool collectness, you know? So, he has always had a relationship with Gabaya Murioto. He's like, excuse me, Murioto, report to your principal's office. Stealing porno organized. You see? He's calm, kill, collect. And he is awesome. So, without further ado, let me explain what is Erouku Fordiyaka's power. Everything he says, anything he spits, comes to life. Anything he talks, anything he breathes comes to life. It's based off Levi McGarden's power from Fairy Tail, where she can say anything, whatever she writes in the book, and stuff like that comes to life. Erouku Fordiyaka has the exact same power with his mouthpiece, okay? So that is why he is so powerful. Anything he can think about. And he does have summoning aspects, just like Kazuki Hero. He does know how to create weapons, and he is fairly skilled in hand-to-hand combat, and he is a master at hyphy juice because he learned from Matt Kai and Tupacalypse. Okay, so that is Erouku Fordiyaka for you guys, people. He is a really great role model, and Gabaya looks up to him, even though he always does dumb shit to get his attention. Alright? So, moving on. The first arc, like I keep saying, of Nonz will be the Big Al arc. The Big Al arc. And that will be the very first. Now, let me go back. The first arc in Nonz back when I was in high school, the origins was they were just fucking around and they just went to the snow for their first mission just to test it out. You know what I'm saying? But this time I'm going to put a little bit different perspective, so I'm not going to tell you who Big Al is and what his arc it centers around. just know it's about to be a good first arc for a manga, but it's not getting in there. It's gonna get better and better and better and better and better. So yeah, I just want you guys to understand that that is how Nonz came about. That is the origins of Nonz. Yes, the leader of the entire hero force is Erouku Fordiyaka, based off E40. If you guys have been keeping up, Nonz is basically just how I grew up in the Bay Area. Nonz is based off my life in the Bay Area, and that is why Gabaya Moody Yoto is based off Eris Moody in real life. And this, my good friends, is the prelogue of Nonz, the war that started it all, how Nonz came to be. My name is Moodtrix, aka Rizanaki, Eris Moody. Now, without further ado, I will be working on Nonz. So please stay tuned, people. Have a good day. Arigato!